Hey beautiful people, it's Bridget. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today's video is going to be a review of the Pure Cosmetics in collaboration with Dr. Suess's The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. We're going to test the eyeshadow palette, the brush set, as well as the color changing lipsticks. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright guys, as always, all makeup on this channel is cruelty-free, and so is Pure Cosmetics. They did send this to me to review, but I was not given instructions to say anything nice about it, and it's not going to affect my review at all, so let's go ahead and show you how I created this look. It feels so weird to be talking about Christmas products in October. I'm completely against this, but first things first, we have the brush set here, so let's open this one up for you. The only thing about this whole collection is there's like 7 different little gift sets you can get. And the whole movie of The Grinch is like, it doesn't matter about material things, but spend time with people and stuff instead, but it's not at all what this collection says. So inside the box you have a makeup bag, and it says Dr. Suess's The Grinch, and it has like, it's cute. Let's see what color the inside is. Inside is just solid gold. It's very pretty, and it'll hold all your brushes. I think my favorite thing about the makeup bag is this charm. And then inside you have 5 brushes. So you have one face brush, which is a big fluffy white brush. I am in love with the handles. So it's a gold and silver handle, and I think my favorite thing about them is they're so thin towards the bottom, but towards like the middle they still have a good thickness for you to hold. The handles are just absolutely stunning. So the one face brush you get is like a big powder brush, which feels very soft. These feel very good. Only thing is white bristles. I mean, these are synthetic, but white bristles, if you leave colorful like a blue or a green eyeshadow or even a pink eyeshadow on them for a couple days and don't wash them immediately, it will stain them. That's the only thing about white bristles, but these do look beautiful. Next one we have like a flat brush. It's a flat top. Then we have a little angle. This is very thin. This would be great for, I don't know, if you're doing like a fluffy brow, because it's not very precise like a brow brush. Then we have a beautiful blending brush, which I'll probably get a ton of use out of. And then we have more of a shader brush. So these are the 5 brushes in the makeup bag. I think that's a very cute set. Honestly, I think if you're going to get any like gift set from all of these, like I wouldn't do the lotions or anything. I wouldn't even do the palette. I'd probably do the brushes as a good gift because it's super cute and everyone needs more brushes usually. So next thing we have is the palette. It comes in a red box. And then this is the palette. It's very heavy. It's a lot heavier than I expected, honestly. This is what the box looks like, and then on the back it is red. On the back it says, "The Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day." Okay? It says, "Pure X Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, good enough to steal." Okay, why would you even like... Alright, so here is... Oh no. Oh no. Stuff's just sliding out of here. This is the box. So you open it up and you have all this, you have a nice pretty mirror up top. It says the Grinch's heart thing again. And here's Whoville, some broken, cute, like a lot of lid, right? Like this is a very thick lid right here. And then this wants to slide out. So this is your actual palette. I'm just gonna take it out. So this big box, and there's no palette in here. Like it's this big thing. Like if you were gonna keep the palette, this is a lot. Like it's very thick, it's very bulky, it's still got weight to it, and there's not even a palette in here. So I don't know why they would sell you a palette that doesn't even come with like a lid. Like if you're gonna sell a palette like this, can you put a top on it so we don't have to keep the giant big box of like nothing? I don't know. This is the palette itself. It's very fragrant right off the bat. It smells like a Christmas ginger. It kind of smells like Christmas wrapping paper and peppermint bark. That makes sense. It smells like Christmas, but here it is. So in the middle you have a green lipstick here which turns pink on the lips, which is pretty cool, honestly. And the palette on the inside, like I don't like that it's just a heart, paper heart, cardboard heart on a thing. Like I don't think it needs to be on this thing at all. But the colors on the inside are very cute, and also these 2 shimmers look really pretty. I'm a big fan of this pink color right here because it reminds me of the Trixie Mattel and Sugar Pill blush color kind of. So let's try it out, and I'm going to use the brushes from the brush set for this look. Alright, so I set my lid already, so we're ready to go. We have no light matte base in here, so I already set it. I don't expect a Christmas Grinch palette to be a standalone palette, so I'll have to go set my lid with a different shadow. It's fine. I want to take the color Cave, I think? I don't know, it's like, I want to use the yellow because I love yellow, but there's so many pinks and there's like this cool green in here. But most of these are shimmers, so there's not like there's only 2 mattes in this whole palette. So I want to use them to make my crease darker, but it's only these 2 colors. And you have all these weird different colors. Like there's not even a green matte in here. Or like a red matte. Okay. I'm going to take the color Cave. Right here. And I'm going to just go over the crease a little bit. Just start making some dimension before we figure out which colors we want to use. This is more of a first impressions. If you guys want a 3 looks 1 palette or a more in-depth review of this palette later on, let me know and I'll certainly do it for you. I think a first impressions is good for like such a gimmicky palette like this, because I feel like a lot of people are going to buy it as a gift and not necessarily use it every day, or they'll buy it as like a collectible type of thing. This shade Cave, which I just put over the crease, is actually quite nice. Like for it being a muted brown, I actually really like that. It was very soft and it blended itself out. So thumbs up on that one. I'm going to deepen up the crease now with the other matte shade in here. It says Sly 1, which is a matte dark red. I'm going to go very light into this because I don't want it super dark, but I do just want to try it out. This red is actually quite smooth. It's kind of like a cranberry. Even though I'm not going heavy-handed in here, you can still see the red coming up and it blends out very easily. So I'm very impressed with this red shade and the 2 mattes in the palette so far. Alright, so I think I've decided what we're going to do. I think we're going to take our little angled brush and we're going to carve out the lid area. And we'll try a glitter shade as well as 2 of these shimmers, which I think would be a good test of this palette. Also, I really think these 2 giant pan sizes we have here would be great for a highlighter and a blush. So I figure that's why they're the bigger shades in the palette. Even though this is a glittery, this is kind of a shimmery blush, I think it'll work out fine if you want to use it as that. So this could be an overall face palette for you. And then we'll try the lipstick too. So for the lid, I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape and I'm going to carve it out just a little bit so we can fit at least 2 shades on the lid. For the inner lid area, I'm going to take the glitter shade, the Grinch, because while my primer is still tacky or my concealer is still tacky, I want to set it. So let's try the glitter shade. The glitter feels very soft and finely milled, so let's try to pack it on. You could use a glitter glue too, but if you have a really tacky concealer down that's kind of starting to set itself, it should be able to hold the glitter. And this packs on very pigmented. I'm not having any fallout under the eyes or anything yet. This is staying on quite nicely and holding even if I have my eyes like this with just the concealer down. So it's a very nice, finely milled, very sticky kind of glitter shade. So I think even without a glitter glue, it's going to hold very well. We'll see, of course. And now I'm going to take the shade Cindy Lou Who. Let's take this kind of cranberry shimmer shade. And I'm going to do the outer lid. So this Cindy Lou Who shimmer shade is so soft and creamy. And it applies like paint. Like, it's so beautiful. And it's so easy to just like put on the lid. And just when you dip your brush in here, it's just so soft and velvety, buttery. And even packing into the green glitter, the glitter isn't really falling under my eyes. Like, I think I have 1 or 2 specks, if that. Now I'm going to take the underlining little smudger brush. It's actually a very fat smudger brush. Like, this is going to take up the entire lid. So, like, using it for underlining might be a little heavy. I'm not sure. There's just so many really pretty shimmery shades in here. Like, I just want to dip into these 2 shades that we use for highlighters, but that's not very fun. So I'm going to take the Lowe's yellow shade. Since the red shimmer applies so well with the brush, I'm hoping I can use this shimmer under the lower lash line, but it's always kind of iffy. So let's try this. It definitely shows up. Like, you can see the yellow under here, but it's not super vibrant, but it's a shimmer we're packing on with a shader brush, so what do you expect? But it could be a little bit brighter. My yellow expectations are high, but it does show up. You can definitely see there's yellow underneath my eye. But I'm gonna go put on mascara and lashes, and we'll be right back to test out the lipstick in the palette. Alright guys, we're back, and let's try the lipstick. First of all, I'm sorry if I don't look that great today. I am extremely tired, but I feel like the eyeshadow looks pretty good. It's been on for about 30 minutes. I got busy watching Overwatch gameplay. The glitter is starting to rise over my hooded lid, but that's gonna do it regardless. This is the lipstick. Packaging's cute. It reminds me of the brushes. This is how much product you get in here. See, it's green, but it's such a muted out green. Like, I don't know how this is gonna turn pink. I've never tried a color changing lipstick before. So let's try it out. Holy crap, that's magical. I know everyone else has tried these color changing lipsticks. I think it's the heat from my lips or something, because the end of it's pink now too. Well, okay, let's just apply this and try to act like it's not weird. It's weird. The end of the lipstick's all pink and weird colored. I am not a fan of this lipstick. Straight up, not very opaque. It's cool that it changes colors and stuff, but the lipstick quality itself does not feel very good. It just feels kind of like an oily lipstick. I can see right through it. I can see every freckle on my lips. It doesn't look like a good color to me. Like, it's too oily where you're not going to be able to build it up. I wish it was a little more matte so I could kind of like finesse it into the lips better. So I'm gonna wipe this off, put on a real lipstick, and then we'll be back with my final thoughts, because I cannot leave this on like this. It just feels wrong. Alright guys, we are back, and I feel like my lips are a little bit too overlined, but I'm not going to fix it. So this is the final look using the palette and the brushes, and not the lipstick, because the lipstick was absolutely gimmicky. Also, things I don't like about color changing lipsticks, even though I've never tried them before, and the reason I've never tried them before is because, one, I need to know exactly what color of lipstick I'm going to have on my lips when I pick it up. Like, having it green and then the bottom of it's green, it doesn't even show you exactly what color you're gonna get. Freaks me out a little bit, especially if you forget this turns pink. If you had a whole bunch of different color changing lipsticks, you're gonna forget exactly what shade it is. Like, what if it's a little too bubblegum for the look I have on or something? I don't want to have to keep applying it, trying different colors of green to pinks and stuff. It feels gimmicky. It's not very pigmented. The palette itself, so the palette quality is fantastic. Like, even though there's only 2 mattes in here, that's a big complaint for me. There's only 2 mattes right here. But the palette itself, like, from every shade I've used, I really like it. Even the glitter is holding up really well without a glitter glue. The reds look really pretty. The shimmers in here are super soft, velvety, smooth, feel so good with the brush and the finger. The glitter shades, this one felt fine. I don't know about the red one, but I'm sure it's exactly the same. The highlighter is very pretty. I really want to try the blush. I'll probably get more use out of the blush than I would anything else in this palette, because the colors don't really speak to me. They're very muted out, but it is very Christmassy and very fun. The yellow shade looks fine under the lower lash line for it being a shimmer with a shader brush. It looks fine. The brushes, I love the brushes. I'm going to get a ton of use out of the brushes. I love the handle. I love how it comes to a little thin point. I love the packaging. I love the white and gold. They're very soft. They're synthetic. I really like it. I'm not sure if I'll use like the makeup bag or I'll give it away, but I mean, the collection, these 2 things out of the collection is good. Forget the lipstick out of the palette, and it's a great palette if you're willing to store it in such a big, bulky way. I don't like the fact that this just wants to slide out of here. There's no closing to it. Like, this covers up the hole, sure, but the second it moves, this thing wants to slide out, and that's kind of an issue for me. I do wish that, I don't know, there was some kind of closure right here. Like, this wouldn't slide out, or this had a cover on it, so we could have to store it without this big scene of stuff right here. Like, this is very cute. It's great for a gift, and I think it's very fun, but for it being a practical palette, absolutely not. It's not a practical palette. But it's very cute, very collectible. If you're into Dr. Seuss, you're into the Grinch, you're really into Christmas, I think this would be a great way to just sit there and display this. Like, you could put this on your table, put this on your vanity during Christmas time, that'd be very cute. I think that's a good idea. But as for an everyday palette, I don't think anybody's can use as an everyday palette. The brushes, I think I'll use all year long. They're very cute. And there's nothing on here that, okay, it does say the Grinch on it. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think of it down below. I think the eye look is very cute, and I think the palette's a great quality. compared to the last Pure palette I tried I didn't like. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Hope you have a freaking day. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.